Hey, it's Coach Shani. I'm coming to you with a a motivational moment. It's gonna be more than a minute. So, if you guys wondering who I am, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I am Coach Shani. I'm Shanitra Smith. I am a certified relationship coach as well as a spiritualist. I do all things spiritual. You name it, I do it. Okay, and I am of the light. I believe in God. I want y'all being like me. One day I was watching somebody's videos on TikTok, and about 5 minutes in, they said they don't believe in God. I was like, oh wow, that the noise is confirmation. It's like being dragged down with them. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that I do believe in God. All things good, and I'm here to help. I'm here to help. So if you feel that you're chosen, you're on your spiritual awakening, your spiritual journey, I am here to help you. Today I wanted to talk about something very, very serious for us. So, chosen ones, I made a motivational minute the other day speaking about how people in control need people with power. Catch this, right? People in control need people with power. Why is that? You might think that somebody who has their own business might have a title. They may have infrastructure in place to look important. They may have a team of people. But trust and believe, they are looking for people with power. Power looks like what? Power is more so I just naturally attract abundance into my life. And if you are chosen by the Most High, more than likely you are if you've come across this video. So people with power are naturally abundant. They naturally just attract all all things good, all things of God. And so people with control issues, they look to get those people to work for them. Hear what I say? They want those people working for them. They don't seek to work with you. Some of them might be humble enough to try to co-create, but the reality of the situation is you're doing all the creating. It's your power. It's your divine favor. It's what's in you. It's not what's on you. So they have titles on them, and you have a title and a power within you. And so their title outside of them gets them a certain amount of control, but the power and the influence and the light that everybody's attracted to that's within you, that gets you the influence. And so they might have money and control, but you have the true power, and eventually the money catches up to that, right? And so you have to be careful. So, and this really reminds me of the time that I spent in MLMs. So, chosen ones, you might recognize this. You could be the one on the team that knows everybody's job. That's been me. Paid the least. That's definitely been me. And you look like a threat to management. They definitely don't want you coming for their position because they recognize how much favor you have with the team, that their title doesn't get them. It's like you can be a manager at a job and nobody likes you. You're power hungry, and you seek to have control over people versus working with people and serving as a leader versus, helping and being a servant leader, right? And so a lot of people get upset with the fact that you just naturally walk in, floating on a cloud, and it seems like God just favors you. People are drawn to you. You just have this natural energy, and they're looking for some way to say that, oh, you're corrupted. They just got to find the loophole. There's no way you're that good. There's just no way, right? But it is. It's like favor ain't fair, baby. I was born like this, okay? I was born like this. You mad about it? Speak to the Most High, okay? And so I can flash back to my 16 years at corporate. Favor is not fair, babe. And it will get you into places and get you doing things and get you doing the role without the title. God will prove to you that you can do it. But this is not the title I want to give to you. You have something far greater to do than this, right? And then you'll have those people up there like trying to keep you down at every turn. But at every turn, there's also somebody who lets you know, hey, I believe in God too, and they help you out. Wow, that's got me a tour duty when they said they weren't doing tour duties. I put a 3-part plan in a place and got a tour duty when they said they weren't doing tour duties. And I thought I was just going to get put on some project that was about to wrap up and get some some of the work at the end of it, you know, just help with paperwork, help the project manager with paperwork. No. God said favor ain't fair. So God put me with a believer. A believer, you'll be favored in places. You'll be favored in places that the title can't block you. You'll be favored in places, so much so that I went from thinking I was going to get some scraps on the projects. God said, no, not you. You too good for that, honey. And put me in a position where I was like the assistant program manager over 7 projects. And then I also got one of the projects. And he even said, I didn't know this man from anywhere, but he told me he was a believer. So God was like, you don't know each other in the flesh, but you know each other in the spirit. And so God has already placed people in place around the planet to help you. Trust and believe that, okay? Wherever you go, you're going to be divinely favored. You're going to be connected to people who are like you, of the light, believing in the Most High. And so nobody can stop you. They'll always be there like, how did that happen? You don't even know this person. Why would they help you? You don't know the God we serve, okay? And so put me in a position of like assistant program manager. It's almost like department manager, guys. And I'm a senior employee. All the raises and promotions stopped at senior. Okay? And so God was like, I don't want you to have these titles. I don't want you stuck here. I've called you for a time such as this. You're here to help heal this planet. So you got to understand you have a bigger purpose, and it's outside of any one job. You might go through that for some experience, for a time, and there are things you're going to gain from that experience that are going to serve you later, okay? So count it all joy. Everything's going to work together for your good. So things like that would happen. Did great on that and moved on. Kept a lifetime referral partner. Like, I can always use it for a referral if I need to go do something else. And so even the manager I had at that time that was like blocking for me, like, okay, what do you need? What do you need? How can I help you? Okay, how do I need to serve? How do I need to sell this to the higher ups to keep you going? You know, that was just favor. And he even came back to tell me, he said, in one of our one-on-ones that I encouraged him to make a vision board, and guess what he bought? A house. He said it's because he put it on that vision board. So God will have you using your gifts in ways and places, influencing people and impacting them in ways you didn't know. You sitting here thinking, oh, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why this is happening. And you are making an impact. The power in you, the power of God, that light, that energy, the divine source that's radiating through you to all these people around you is making you a magnet. Like, people feel God when they feel you, okay? You're the closest thing they've had to that experience. And so you got to believe that you are who the word says you are. You really are that deal. So that was in the corporate setting, but in a multi-level marketing setting, you guys, you got to be careful with that, chosen ones. There are people who come, it's like the Wild Wild West out here. It's like the Wild Wild West. I did jewelry. What else did I do? Information on a subscription basis, right? Then I did life insurance at one office. I did life insurance at another office. It's just like it kept going and going and going. But baby, let me tell you, when we got into that arena of doing life insurance in the MLM, it was a Wild Wild West. And so you'll meet people that are very much so, and I have this Emperor card on my thing, very much so like in that high-strung, high-powered energy, control, the bottom line, the numbers, the this, the that, and they don't care about people. But they recognize that they need people to make money because they need the money from the people. And they need people to go get people to bring them money. And so that would be you. It's like, I got this business in place, but I need people to bring me money. And so they find the money, the money magnet. And then here you show up thinking you're about to be in partnership. You're about to make some money too. And it doesn't go that way. And each time you do make money, it's like you said a prayer, or it was some kind of divine intervention for God to show you that you absolutely can do this. You absolutely are great at this. People are absolutely drawn to you. But this is not the title I want you to have. You're stopping through for a reason. Okay? So stick with me on this one. God will take you through so many things. Just like the chosen ones coming out of the wilderness in Deuteronomy. You will pass through the lands. You will pass through the lands. Even if they are evil and corrupt on their land, it is not up to you to serve them justice. You be about your business and pass through peacefully. You pass through peacefully. You defend yourself where you have the opportunity to, but you pass through peacefully. You do not stop and say, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong. And no, that's not your job. This is not your land. If you're granted passage, you pass through all the corruption, all the crazy mess peacefully and be on your way. When God is taking you somewhere, it's not your job to stop and look at everything, everyone, all of this, it's not your job. Focus on the mission, right? Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. So as you're passing through those lands, they're not supposed to touch you either. So you have a hedge of protection around you as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But the minute you step outside of that to do something you're not supposed to be doing, it's fair game, right? So recognize that. So as long as you're passing through peacefully and you're about the mission that you were originally sent on, you are fine. But the moment you stop and get into meddling to other people, that's not your mission. Recognize your mission, pass through peacefully, and let God serve the justice to the people, right? They might throw rocks at you, or they might, talk bad to you. They might make it difficult, but you keep going and trust and believe that whatever karma they got coming to them, the wrath of God is coming. There are things you don't know that these people are hoping for or holding on to that they associate with their power, their illusion of power. True power source is God. And if you're operating in the darkness, you're not operating in true power. Everything done in the dark will come to the light, and you will have to pay for it. Okay? You're racking up karmic debt in the dark. So if you're cross-watching to, spy on a chosen one. A lot of people watch my videos that have wronged me. So God tells me what to say that will definitely resonate with them. So don't think that because some time has passed and nothing's happened to you, that it's not coming. A day will come, every knee shall bow. And sometimes the person that they've done the most dirt to, all these people, this chain of things, and they might feel like, oh, it's just me. No, it's a bunch of y'all. Because when God sends a chosen one through the lands, we've been a lot of places. There's a lot of people who put their mouths on us, who did evil deeds towards us, who just tried to drag and ruin our name, and we came in peace. God says, the justice will come through for my chosen ones, my anointed. Because wherever we go, we seek to help. And when people reject our help, or they go so far as to do evil deeds towards us, either in deed, in speech, in any way you can think of, trust and believe. Trust and believe. My God is still working it out. God don't forget nothing. God don't forget nothing. But it's all being tied together. So everything is working out for your good, chosen one. So don't y'all be out here getting no assault charges, cussing everybody out. But definitely stand on business, okay? Definitely stand on business, all right? And so just be careful out here in these streets, chosen ones, because it is like the wild, wild west. It's the black market of spirituality that we got to walk through. And we got to walk through and be that light in a dark place. And we are going to see some corruption. We're going to see some evil things. You are not to partake in those things. You are not to do anything that will cause you to have to repay that debt. So do everything above board. Keep your numbers accurate, right? And don't go out here doing anything to anyone. You've been chosen for a time as this. You have power in you that people just can't imagine. And so they need to control it for their good. Don't fall into that pitfall either. All right? Y'all be good. If you need guidance of any sorts in the spiritual realm, I'm here for you. I've been through it, and I'm going to help you get through it too. I'll help you as much or as little as you want with your spiritual awakening, dream interpretations, also readings, as well as, and so you guys know, I'm an, I'm a light seer. So I see things. I don't need cards. I don't need anything. It's in me, right? And so if you come to me, I can give you that divine wisdom and knowledge, all that good stuff. And also, I'm a certified relationship coach, because that's important in this spiritual journey. Relationships are why we're here on earth, why we have these beautiful bodies, right? And so that we can learn how to have appropriate and meaningful encounters while we're here. So if you out here being bad to people, go ahead and turn away from your wicked ways and do a good deed this season. You know, it's never too late, right? It's never too late. Yeah, you might still have to go to jail for some stuff, but you know, you might find peace there. You might find your calling. I'm so sarcastic, I know, but you know, I'm serious. And I love y'all. I'm just gonna float on through life like nothing ever happened to me. And guess what? God gonna keep me looking like nothing ever happened to me. And guess what, chosen one? God's gonna do the same thing for you. Continue to be love and light in a dark place. God got you, and there are people like me all over this planet that are here to help you. All right? You need guidance. thecoachshoni@gmail.com. Peace, love, and light. Y'all be great.